Hi YouTubers, I hope you had a very happy Christmas and a big happy new year to you one and all. It is January and we are back in business right here on the YouTube channel. I've got some wonderful healthy recipes lined up and I've got some interesting collaborations with Susan Jane White, a wonderful health food advocate, and the Happy Pear twins. They are mad, you will see them in a while. And this Sunday coming up on the channel we have some great juices with the one and only French Guy Cooking. So stick around on Sunday for that. If you cast your minds back to December, I asked you to take part in a Q&A, a Christmas Q&A, to win a signed copy of my complete collection. Actually, it's not just one signed copy, it's a complete collection of all my 5 cookbooks. So we have chosen our favourite questions and I'm going to now complete this wonderful Q&A. So our first question is from Stay Strong, Be Yourself. Good name, Stay Strong, Be Yourself. She asks, or he asks, did you ever feel like it was not manly to bake? Yes, I did feel like it was not manly to bake at times, but I think baking is one of those things where you can let your feminine side in and, you know, get your fairy fingers involved, make a bit of pastry, make something nice. I like that baking gives you that wonderful creativity. So yeah, it doesn't bother me not to feel a bit manly, so that's okay. Next question is Sandra Alicia. She asks, what was your favorite Christmas treat when you were a child? That's a good question, Sandra Alicia. My favourite Christmas treat was gingerbread cookies. I absolutely love gingerbread cookies and I love making them with my mom and my aunts and everything. So that was my favourite Christmas treat. Rox S says, love, love, love your crazy energy and your channel. Thank you. My question to you would be, if aliens were to take over the Earth and were to eliminate all the food on Earth except for 3 dishes, what are the 3 dishes you would save? Well, one would have to be pad thai. I love Asian dishes. You can check it out here. It is a brilliant little recipe and one that I always make, so it definitely would have to save pad thai. Another one, my mom's roast chicken. You can't be an Irish person without a lovely roast chicken. Love that recipe. Maybe we'll have to get her on and make roast chicken. That would be good. She did the other chicken dish, so maybe roast chicken would be a good idea. And then finally, I have to say, as an Irishman, I can't not say Irish stew. One of my favourite things in the whole wide world, so I would have to save Irish stew. Very delicious. Now, next question is Callie Stilinski. I hope I've said that right, Callie Stilinski. What is your favourite Christmas memory? My favourite Christmas memory has to be the year my dad got me a rocking horse, and he got me and my brother a rocking horse, and when we were kids we were very excited that he got us a rocking horse because he had hand painted it and I think he'd bought it at an auction and then like stripped it back and made it all very beautiful. So that was my lasting childhood memory. It was a bit crap other than that, but you know, he's a good dad, you know, he's a good dad. Maybe we'll get him on and do another cooking recipe and then you'd have seen all my parents, all 2 of them. Jimmy Walker, Donal, my question is, if you had to cook a dish that most resembled yourself, what dish would you do? I love these random questions, but thank you, Jimmy Walker. If I had to choose a dish that would resemble myself, chili and lemongrass chicken. I think it's like wild, weird and wonderful and kind of exciting, and that's what I like to think I am, but maybe I'm not that. I don't know. Chili and lemongrass chicken. You ask a silly question, you get a silly answer. Ryan Stillman riddles. If you are Santa, what kind of food do you like to be served by kids? Because Santa loves cookies and milk. Hope you answer it. Have a great day. Merry Christmas and God bless. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan Stillman. If I was Santa, the kind of food I would like would have to be cookies and milk. And I love cookies and milk. So if I was Santa, he loves cookies and milk and I love cookies and milk. So it all works out. Hooray! Ruchika, I like that name. Ruchika Fernando asks, hey Donal, love heart. Okay, so my question to you is, if you ever come across a genie who offers to make 3 of your wishes come true, what would those wishes be? Much love, thank you. My 3 wishes would be world peace, happiness for all, and good food. There you go. Throw that one out. Christina Grace. If you only had to choose one kitchen utensil to use as a weapon during the zombie apocalypse, what would it be? That is a very good question. There's a lot of zombie apocalypse questions going on here. The one kitchen utensil I would take is one of those like stick blenders, but then I'd need electricity. Okay, maybe not a stick blender, maybe a pestle and mortar, but then I'd have to smash the heads through the pestle. No, that wouldn't work. A rolling pin. I would use a rolling pin. I would take a rolling pin and I'd hit those zombies and then would probably be eaten. But I hope I'd survive the zombie apocalypse with the rolling pin. Here's hoping. Noura Al-Mudafar asks, how did you start all this, your career, and everything? Did somebody help you? Or has it all been you all the way? It's been me a lot of the way, and but lots of people have helped along the way. I wouldn't be where I am with all the wonderful help and input and inspiration that people give. And yeah, so it's been a combination of two things, me and a lot of other people. So yeah, thank you to all those lovely people who have helped me along the way. You are a person who have helped me along the way if you're watching this video, so thank you. Tasha Andrea Putri asks, if you ever wanted to start a band again, who would you pick to be your bandmates? Adam Levine, Pharrell, and P.S. I desperately want your books. That was a good idea, putting that in there. I don't know. I have very cheesy taste in music, so I have no idea. It's so hard to choose. I think I would choose my original bandmates from industry. They are the key bandmates I would have because they were fantastic. We had so much fun. If you want to, you can go over and check out one of our videos. They're fun and cheesy and poppy and lovely too. So check them out. They would be my bandmates, Lee, Morgan, and Michelle. Owen McGonigal asks, what is the weirdest thing you have eaten and where? As you saw, in Vietnam, I ate all sorts of different things. So I'd say the weirdest thing I ate over there, and the thing that kind of people were a bit weirded out by, was I suppose all that big pile of meat I ate in the northern tribe area of Sapa in Vietnam. And so there was a whole big pile of meat, and they poach it and they make it into a wonderful broth. And so that was really lovely. But I think from a Western point of view, people thought that was a bit weird. But I thought it was delicious. So yeah, tasty. Give it a go if you ever travel to Vietnam. Francine Kouauchi asks, Donal, I love your recipes. My question is, who was your favorite superhero as a child? And if you had the chance, would you be a hero or a villain? My favorite superhero as a child was Superman, because he was strong and manly and he did wonderful things, and he got to fly as well. But best of all, he had a cape. And if I could wear a cape every day, I would. Biggie Bell asks, here comes my question. If you were a monster, what would your trademark noise be like? That is a good question, Biggie Bell. Let's try it out. Maybe you could leave me your favorite monster noise in the box below. I'm sure this is going to end up really strange, but go, leave a comment. Leave your monster noise in the box below. Do it right now. Okay, next question. Beardayest15 asks, hey Donal, did you ever think about setting up your own restaurant? By the way, thanks for a great night at the Lime Theatre in Limerick on the Home Cook Tour. It was a great cooking demonstration. Hello! I hope you had a good time. Have I ever thought about setting up my own restaurant? Yes, I have. I'd love to do something like that, but I think if I was going to do it, it would have to be lots of home cooking recipes and make them very accessible, nothing too high-end, and very relaxed atmosphere. But at the moment, it's just crazy busy, so I don't know if there's time right now, but maybe in the future, you never know. George Paz, asks, what was the first place that ever really impressed you in terms of food? I have to say, when I went to France when I was really young, maybe like 8 or 12, around that time, it was the first time I really kind of sat up and got really excited about food, because, you know, before that I was into baking and I loved being in the kitchen, but I think it was the first time I really tried new things, and I was trying snails and kind of, I suppose, all sorts of different dishes that I'd never had before, and my parents were really into encouraging me to try things. So I do remember France as being one of those places that just, you go and you kind of see the stuff and the ingredients that they have, and you just get excited about it. And because they're excited about food, you become excited about food. So that is possibly the first place that I really got excited about food. France. There you go. And our last question is from Cass O. What was your biggest cooking fail? My biggest cooking fail was actually a Christmas one. I was tasked to make the Christmas ham, and I went and I put it in the pot to boil, and I put the timer on, and then I went out for a walk, and then I came back and I'd completely overcooked the Christmas ham, so much so that it was literally falling apart. So I panicked and I ran down to the supermarket and got whatever ham I could get my hands on, brought it back to the house and cooked it, and it turned out beautiful in the end, but there was one poor ham that never made it to the Christmas dinner table, so that's pretty sad. But yeah, that's one of my biggest cooking fails, but it just goes to show you there's always ways to save it in the end. There you go, that is the Christmas Q&A all done and dusted. Now we need to pick a winner of all 5 cookbooks. I have to say, my favourite, and the one that made me laugh the most, was Biggie Bell's What Zombie Noise Would I Make? Was it a zombie noise? I think it was a zombie noise. Anyway, it was the noise, monster noise. What monster noise would I make. So you win a signed copy of each of my cookbooks, and if you leave us a message in the box below, we will send them out to you, and I hope you enjoy them. If you want a chance to win more cookbooks, of course, we'll have more opportunities throughout the year. There's lots of healthy recipes coming up on the channel, so stick around. This Sunday, it's all about juices, so check them out. And if you have a special healthy recipe which you would like me to make on the channel, please leave me a comment in the box below, and I will do my very best to make a video just for you. Give me a thumbs up, and of course, click subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.